Gaffer, another victory here at Northampton in pre-season. What was your overall assessment this afternoon?
I thought it was a good day's work for us. I thought obviously we had 75 minutes with essentially the kind of senior players, and then 15 minutes at the end for the academy players. So there was a lot in there to dissect, but I thought we showed a good attitude throughout. I thought we were well-deserved winners, but pre-season is get as fit as you can whilst not getting injured. So we seem to have done that today. Good step for some players who've played just over 45 minutes to get to 75. So that's always the key thing. But in terms of the football, I thought, I thought Northampton have obviously dropped down a league, but you can see that they're working on their possession game a lot. So we had opportunities to press, which was good for us. We got it wrong a couple of times early, but then we started to get it right, and we looked really effective with that. And then in possession, I thought we scored a couple of really good open play goals, actually, ball in behind and across. So I was pleased with some of our football. We looked fluid, and trying to bring out some of the stuff that we've been working on pre-season and obviously in previous seasons.
The 2 goals in the first half, different types of goals, like you said. The first one in particular, is that an example of the way you've been talking about playing forward quicker? It's a lovely ball over the top from Alex and fantastic control and finish from Damari.
It was. I think I love the wingers to run in behind. I think that's the best place you can run as a winger, is in behind the defensive line and receive the ball, 1v1 with a keeper type of thing. So Alex is really good at that. He gets onto his second touch quickly. So he opens his first touch up and then he can hit that second one in behind quickly. So if you do get a few yards on your defender, Damari, you can get him behind. And I liked it. I don't want us in that situation to go back if there's a better pass, which is forward. So, and that's a great example of actually scoring a goal from what was a sort of a pretty nothing situation. And then we've ended up with, I think, 2 touches it took for Dimmy to score. So, and he executed them touches really well. But just shows you what you can get from running in behind.
And the second goal, you spoke a lot towards the end of last season. One winger crossing and you want the other winger to get in, and that was another example. Carlos's cross and Damari's volley at the far post.
Yeah. And Carlos, I think they know that Carlos crosses. He wants to cross. He's got a really nice cross on him. I think it's a good example of Dimmy seemed like he had an awful lot of space, but the reason he had that space was because August was just on the sort of blind side of their right centre-back, and that draws in their right full-back to sort of cover and deal with August as well. And therefore, Damari's got those 6, 7, 8 yards of space to then execute his finish. So a good example of presence in the box, numbers in the box, and again, a good finish. So we made a really good start, actually. A pitch was, it's pre-season, it's hot, and we couldn't quite zip it around as we would have liked. But gave us a good start, and I thought we did some good things moving to half-time. And then we continued. A little bit of fatigue kicked in, naturally. But then obviously we finished it off.
You've said before about you've seen plenty that you've been working on the training pitch transpire into the games. Has there been elements as well that you can see that there's still a little bit of work to do building up to the season?
Yeah, most definitely. I think the connections, the relationships on the pitch between positions, I think that will all come as we train more together, we play more together. And there's definitely areas to improve, no doubt about it. I think the details always belong to the opposition in some ways. So it depends who you're up against, what type of game it is. The way we play today's game, we want to be a team that's adaptable. So in other situations, we have to choose different options. And that's what I want to really work with the players on and get better at. There's a time to play short, there's a time to play long, there's a time to, when we're ready to press, there's a time when we need to be solid in a block, and just keep working on these things and keep making the right decisions.
Let me just check in on the players that weren't involved in either game today. I know Taylor picked up an injury against Burton in midweek, so is there anything you can tell us on him, and obviously Ethan, Phil and Paik as well?
Yeah, so Taylor, I don't know the full extent of it, but it looks like he's picked up a bit of a nasty injury to his leg, which is really gutting actually, because he's been doing so well in pre-season. He's a fantastic guy, and we'll have to see the exact news on that. So I don't want to put a time frame on that, but probably in the next few days we'll know more. So he's injured. Ethan's back training, so he's had a good week where he's sort of got going again. So hopefully he can push on from there on. Phil Newman picked up a knock, so he's missed the last couple of games. Again, we just need to build him back up now, because it was a frustrating kind of setback for him. But it's only been a week or so, but he's obviously missed then a few games. And then Paik's training, he just wasn't ready for. I didn't want to risk him too early into a game because we just felt he's just come back, having had a few weeks off after the World Cup. So he'll build himself up towards that Barcelona game and hopefully get some minutes there.
And just finally, Gaffer, on Barcelona, last pre-season game next Friday, different type of test than what we've had in the past month or so, but it's going to be an exciting occasion and back in front of our fans as well.
It will be, yeah. I think it will be. I think for us as a club, it's a special occasion. Definitely, it's a game we have to really embrace and enjoy it. Having a team of one of the biggest clubs in the world at our stadium is going to be amazing. The quality and on the football side, we have to really look forward to it. Completely different challenge to, with all due respect, some of the other pre-season games that we've had. But there'll be a lot in there that we can focus on during the week leading up to the game. So I'm really looking forward to being back at St Andrews. I know it'll be a full house. It should be a really good night.
Thank you.